welcome back. It's been 2 months maybe. I've been working pretty excessively so I can get a load of money to buy cool shit for the Bingham. One of which is a supercharger kit. Got a radiator to fit. I need to get some electronic fans, or one fan, and then do some wiring for that. But this is all going to be coming up in the next month or two. But I bought a supercharger off a Aston Martin DB7, so that Eaton M90 supercharger. Makes reasonable amount of power. So what it is this bad boy. And I made some bits for it. That's for, I'll show you the CAD that I've done for it. This is the flange for the throttle body, but I'm going to adapt it slightly anyway and put the throttle body on the intake rather than on the supercharger because it will stop airflow. But then this would be the outlet to a 70mm 70mm outlet to go to the pipe. Obviously my plan is to, once I've finalised the design and got it to flow as best as I can, I will get it CNC'd out of aluminium. But I'll show you the design on that in a minute. But for now, yeah, so I haven't uploaded in what, 2.5 months maybe. Just been working, saving my pennies, sorting stuff out for the beginning of the year. Because we've got a lot of stuff going on. So once I've done all that, I've got a bit of news that will come in a later video once everything's finalised there, to do with the superchargers and that. Anyone that's seen on my Instagram, I mean, I don't even know if people actually care, to be honest with you, but people that do, there you go. People that don't, skip. But yeah, so that's basically it really. It's not much happened. It's just the fact that I've just been working, so I haven't had any time to upload. I've got a few bits that I've been doing here and there, but having the time, you know, try to get consistent videos out. I just thought, you know what, till the end of the year, I won't bother. I'll get all some stuff sorted and get a banked amount up there, and then I can be more consistent with weekly uploads, because I'll have a few videos back in the bank, so that if I do get weekends where I'm working and stuff like that and I don't get time to do anything, I'll be able to trick it out nicely. So, but yeah, without any further ado, I'll show these fancy CAD parts. Right, so I started off with this flange here, which was the inlet side of the supercharger. And then I 3D printed it with the little dowels, so it locates in the actual supercharger itself, to check it, and it was pretty much spot on because I used a digital caliper to measure it all. Once I'd done that, I just found the gasket dimensions for the throttle body on the internet and made this bit. Yeah, so once I'd made that bit, I then used something called what is it? Loft. The loft function. Go and add, and then loft, and then basically all from a certain edge to a certain edge. So if you look on this drawing, see there's that blue line there. I don't know if you can see it. See that one there? I lofted the outside to that to give me a reasonable thickness wall. I think it was like something like 6 mil, something like that. Obviously I could probably cut that down when I'm making it actually out of aluminium, but as a prototype version 1, it's a good idea. But I'm going to use a similar setup to this, but from the new intake manifold that I have purchased. So it's not a wasted design, but pretty pointless for what the application I'm going to do now. But it was fun making it. I think that took about 12 hours to print. It's pretty solid. So, and then this one is outlet. Now, as you can see there, and then you can't really see that one. Need a torch really, but what I'd done is had to, because you couldn't go from like a 90-degree, because it goes like the quickest route possible, I had to put a secondary junction in. But I think to smooth it out, I'll put another one here at this angle and then another one there, just to get it to more sweeping, so the air flows more efficient. And then obviously out to the 70 mil. Well, 70 mil internal, I think it's like 76 external, something like that. But yeah, and obviously there's the intake, the outlet flange on the top of the supercharger, which it's not perfect because I've made it slightly too wide. I've got one of my measurements wrong. It's about 10 mil too wide, so I'm gonna 5 mil either side. Square up a bit, but it's not identical to the supercharger, but it is close enough. You won't get too much airflow restriction or anything like that. Now the kit that I've got does have its own flanges, so I will be using them to start off with, but maybe in the future, once I'm happy with the design of this, because this will take weeks of redesigning and printing and stuff like that, until I'm happy with it. I will then get, obviously I also don't know the exact, obviously this is at an angle at the minute because I'm thinking the engine would be here, top of the supercharger, a 1/8 pulley, but I've got to bring both the charge pipes have got to come down this way towards the front of the car to then go into the intercooler. So just this was sort of a bit of guesswork from picturing it in my head, if that makes sense. But for the time being, this will be pretty good. Well, it'll be pretty good now anyway, but I want to make it flow. Obviously, see this sharp edge here doesn't promote good airflow, create turbulence in there, which isn't ideal. This sort of like, what's the word? Like spiral effect. That will help the air flow around the corner a bit more, because obviously it'll blow up to the top edge. Air sort of flows in straight lines and then bounces back, if that makes sense, rather than where water will flow around stuff. That's why you shouldn't have really tight radiuses on charge pipes and stuff like that, because you get like hot spots, especially with exhaust and that. You want it to be as gradual flow as possible, hence why people use pie cuts and that. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for them bits. Obviously there's a lot more R&D to go into it. We've got supercharger needs mounting up and everything before I can get a finalised direction of where I'm going to run the tube in and stuff like that. But that'll be coming in the next couple of videos, hopefully. But for now, we're pretty much there. We're in a reasonable position for developing more of these. And if people are interested in the kits, there'll be some information coming out in the next couple of videos anyway. But for now, thank you for watching. Thanks for staying subscribed. Share it so I can get money. I don't have to work as much, so I can give you more car content, but it is what it is. Peace out.